When I first started shooting film, I was scared of black and white. The store that I worked at only did C41 in-house, and the out lab we sent black and white film to had just shut their doors. So I had this misconception that black and white was this old, archaic process and no one really did it anymore. My misconception also extended to the topic of today's video, which is Ilford HP5. The first roll I ever shot was at box speed, and I wasn't too thrilled with the results. The grain was okay, latitude was okay, but it just didn't have that same punchy contrast that I would get from my favorite stock, which is Kodak T-Max 400. I decided to revisit HP5 because I've heard the film pushes really well and I've been experimenting a lot with that recently. I always thought that I should give it another try. Everyone online seems to love it, but I just didn't get the results that I was looking for. So I shot two rolls, one with my Yashica D, one with my Mamiya 645. I pushed them both by 2 stops and it was developed in D76. So the first roll I ran through my Yashica D, and this one was just to kind of play around with some long exposures. Some of the shots I did meter, some of them I just took my best guess on. The results were pretty interesting. There's definitely a bump in contrast, but part of that is because I shot it at night. But the other thing I noticed is the grain is very well controlled, which is surprising for a 2-stop push. The second roll on my Mamiya 645 I shot at a track meet. The facility doesn't have great lighting, but it's obviously better than the streets at night. Just like the last roll I shot, there's an increase to the contrast, but the grain is very well controlled. I think these last shots really exemplify just how good the film pushes. Pushing HP5 by 2 stops might be one of my new favorite ways of shooting film, but if there are other stocks out there that push equally as well, let me know.